All right, Grand Rising, everybody. Thank you all for jumping on.
Hey, y'all. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
How y'all doing out there?
So, guys, as you jump on, do us a favor, drop your city and your state. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Today is Frequently Asked Questions Friday. Getting started, keeping going for anybody who is wanting to start crafting, somebody who is currently crafting and wanting to start a business, someone who's already doing a business, but you want to keep going. We got an open mic session for you guys, so you get opportunity to ask us questions.
Yep. Ask us any questions regarding any of our products, processes, sublimation. That's what we come on here on Fridays when we get a chance. We come on here for you guys to be able to ask us any questions regarding those items. So happy Friday. As you jump on, drop your city and your state. Hello from Las Vegas over there on Instagram. Thank you for joining.
Las Vegas. All right. You are kind of early. It's about 7:30 over there. Okay. Hey, all Sheila, how you doing?
Hey, good morning, Sheila.
Out of Covington, Georgia. Thank you. Happy Friday to you too. Anyone else? Drop your city and your state. Let us know you guys are tuning in from. We're going to give it about 30 more seconds, and then we're going to get started.
I'm going to share the live to our group.
And just so you guys, so these are questions. If you have questions about that, it's probably going to be best. It's probably going to be best that you email us. I responded to you. So if you can email us and give us your number, we can actually communicate and talk. That way, doing this on a chat or a message like that, that's not going to be helpful to you. So we're open to communicating with you, but you need to email us. And I think I left my email. I'm looking at your profile. I left our email address. I wasn't sure if you purchased it from us or not, but if you did purchase it from us, please email us, okay? Because it's going to be something that's very simple. Okay? But email us and we'll respond to you. Make sure you leave your phone number so we can give you a call and talk to you about that and talk you through it, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so some things, guys, when it comes to detail, we want to be able to discuss on here. As you know, we say you can ask us questions, but if it's in detail, everybody wants to get their question out. So you got to, email us for something that's detailed. But we may not be able to do it on here.
But if you definitely have a problem with one of the products that you receive from us or a process, it's going to be best that you go ahead and give us a call or email us so we can talk to you in detail. You got to think about it, guys. Going back and forth in a text message setting, it may be convenient for you, but it's definitely not going to be convenient for us, and we may not be able to relay the answers properly. So let's do that, okay?
Good morning on YouTube, Nini out of Camden, New Jersey, and good morning, Mama Steele. You are on YouTube. Thank you.
Okay.
Out of Houston.
So let's go ahead and get started. So this is the blank spot. And today
we are a sublimation blank sand t-shirt transfer supplier.
Are we going to introduce ourselves?
I'm D.
I ain't gonna introduce myself. So that's D.
I'm D.
and
and this is retired.
So what we do, right?
That's his name.
So what we do is we provide coverage for people who are crafting.
People are crafting, people who are you want to start your t-shirt business journey. Our main product that we promote is sublimation. However, we do offer other transfer processes, screen print, full color, single color. We have patches, we have rhinestones. So if you are one that you are wanting to start a t-shirt business, if you wanted to start your sublimation journey, that's what we do. That's why we're here. Okay. Good morning, Tamara, over on YouTube. Good morning, Juanita. Hey. All right. So today is Frequently Asked Questions Friday. So what do you guys want to know? What do you regarding any of our processes?
Before we do that, let's go ahead and introduce.
Oh, yeah.
We got a sale going on, guys.
So we have a huge weekend sale, guys, going on right now until Sunday. It's going to be on 35% on all of our clack fan transfers and also clack fans. All right. Clack fan transfers, clack fans, also our gang sheet builder. So if you want to build a gang sheet with your own images, pick your gang sheet. We print anywhere up to 44 by 40, 35% off until Sunday. Okay, 35% off until Sunday. So go to the website. You'll see the flyer on the website as well. There's no code, no minimum. 35% off. We did just add some brand new HBCU clack fan transfers. Okay, 35% off. So that means you're getting it for like $3 or something like that. Okay, so 35% off until Sunday. Also, our clack fans, 35% off the regular sublimation clack fans, and also the color clack fans. We also have bamboo clack fans, right? So go ahead and stock up, guys, because the clack fan trades is not over with. You got to understand, you can use the fans for birthdays, anniversaries, all types of things you can use these fans for. So 35% off, no code, no minimum. All
okay,
right?
so we got a couple of questions already. So over here on Instagram, do you sell tagless labels? No, we don't. However, you can go to the website, which would be a great idea.
Oh, you talk. I know what you're talking about.
You can go to the website, and I understand it's backwards. I apologize because Instagram does not have that option anymore, but it is theblankspot.com. You can also find our information in our description. Go to the website to check out our products and our services. Okay.
So, Betty, when you say tagless labels, I'm assuming you want labels for your brand. You want like for t-shirts, you want maybe the small, medium, large, and you want your brand on there. Is that what you're talking about? Tagless labels? Is that what you're talking about, Betty? You want labels? You want okay, so for your brand, like you're making a t-shirt and you want to put the label on there with your brand. So for that, that'll be a custom item. You can email us for that. Now, if you want sublimation, you can just go and build a gang sheet if you're doing polyester sublimation. But if you want anything other than sublimation, you can email us and we can do that custom for you. Okay, we can give you information on that. So find our email and email us for that, Betty.
Okay, Nini on YouTube says, just seen one of your videos about the foil. Is that special paper that you guys offer? You want to answer that about the foil?
So the foil is it's a special
it's a decorator
foil. Okay, and we do have our own brand. I don't have one here to show, but we do have our own brand of decorator paper, a decorator foil, I'm sorry, that we recommend you use with the screen print transfer. So yes, we do offer that on our website. Yes.
And just so you know, it's the same foil that people use for paper.
Yeah, like invitations type
and things
stuff like that. Yeah, but
and it's not new.
It's not new.
It's just something that crafters like to do.
Yep.
We provide covers for crafters.
Yep.
And I think it's pretty cool. So
yep. So yeah, that's on the website. You can just search Deco Foil, decorator foil, or you can go to the screen print transfer collection. You'll see it in there.
Hey, Grand Rising, John. Thanks for jumping on, man. So Queen Crafted Design says, I'm looking to expand my business. What advice would you give? Right now, I'm in the front of my, let's see, I guess we cut off. Got to finish that for me.
Finish it up and then we'll get to it.
Okay, so what advice will we give? Specifically, what type of business what are you doing?
Right, we need to know.
We need to know specifically what you're doing.
Specifics of what you're doing.
So you're working out of your house?
Okay.
So this, and I'm gonna do this. I don't know if you guys are able to come on. This is a frequently asked questions Friday. I'm not sure if you guys are able to come on, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna invite you. If you guys have a question, you can come back. You can come in. If you're able to ask that question, that might be a little bit easier. But I'm gonna go with this. If you're saying that, hey, I'm currently working inside, from my house, my advice to you is to work inside your house as long as you can.
Continue.
When we talk about expanding our business, especially as a business like this, whether you're creating apparel, whether you're creating an apparel brand, whether you're doing cups, tumblers, any other type of accessories, it seems glamorous to have a building. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Right.
It seems very glamorous, and it seems more legitimate to have a business. But if you guys don't take anything away from what I'm going to tell this young lady right here, have you ever heard of a home-based business? A home-based business is the best business to have.
Yep.
It gives you the best tax write-offs,
Yep.
the best deductions, and it gives you the best coverage because you can write off the things that you're going to be doing anyway.
Absolutely.
Once you decide to take the next step to having a building, then you have to consider the overhead.
Yep.
Now you go from I'm paying a mortgage or I'm paying rent anyway,
yep,
to where I'm living, to now I have to pay mortgage or rent, and I have to pay for that building space.
Right.
So although it may sound glamorous, it may seem great to get a building space, I would encourage you to work outside of your home, work from your home as long as you can.
Right.
And then also understand and learn the tax benefits and
Yep.
the tax breaks that you get from owning a work from home business.
Right.
That
Right.
doesn't make your business any less legitimate.
It doesn't. And at some point, yes, you may have to branch out and get a building, because your business is going into that direction. But until your business is going into that direction, you have to consider one thing: cash flow. Do you have enough cash flow to get out there and pay for, a building to host everything that you're doing?
Also, and just to, one more thing about that, most business owners assume that having a building is more legitimate. Okay.
Right.
I just feel I need bigger machines. I have problems with electricity shutting off. Well, once again, find an electrician. You may have to have some things wired at your home specifically for those machines. Once again, I don't know your situation. I did invite you on. Not sure if you're able to come on, but that's something to think about.
Yeah.
Maybe even doing a shed in the back of your home.
Or
he
or she shed.
Yeah, a shed in the back of your home.
With that specific electricity going there, then you don't have to worry about everything else in the house that's going off. You may need to get a separate box going to the items that you're using with the bigger equipment. So there's ways around it. You just have to get an electrician involved.
But if you do decide to get another space or get an additional space, make sure you got to have the customers. You want to have the customers that's going to make that rent
to be able
because
to sustain.
Your cash flow just went down.
Yep. And
your profit margin may even go down.
Yep.
So you just want to, or your profit may go down. So you want to think about that.
Yep.
So here's a question. Does screen printing have no option, no regular washing? So what hopefully I'm getting this right. You're wanting to know about the care instructions for screen printing. For screen printing, you want to turn your fabrics inside out to make it last longer.
That's really with any of these processes. It's about how you care for it. Okay, guys, screen printing has been around for ages. Okay, as long as you're caring for your material, screen print, DTF, whatever it is, it's gonna last as long as you're caring for it. Okay.
And if you did get that from us, hopefully you got this card that talked about the screen printing. Yep. If your print actually lifted up, there's a possibility that you didn't use enough pressure.
Yep.
Okay, so you have to have heavy pressure for your prints.
Heavy pressure.
But I'm looking forward to that email. Yeah.
Heavy pressure. Maybe you didn't pre-press to get the moisture
out. To get the moisture out, yeah.
Several different factors can be the reason that can happen.
And are you using a heat press that locks in?
Right.
Or are you using the easy press?
Right.
So those things make
several different factors. J Dub says, I love having a business at my home. Yep.
I remember working from home. I miss it.
Crafts by Cobb. Hey, out of Wilson, North Carolina. Hello, Paula from Maryland.
See, I had a she shed, but I gave it up to my daughter. Now I use my second bedroom for storage and my third bedroom for craft room. So I mean, if it makes sense to you, just know that moving out to a outside building is not the answer for everybody.
Right.
And last but not least, as far as an electrician, make sure you find an electrician that understands the power that you're needing. You may have a commercial piece of equipment, so which means you may have to have a commercial electrician that understands that.
Right.
But thank y'all for jumping on. If you're just jumping on, do us a favor, drop your city and state, double tap the screen if you're on TikTok. Letting us know where you're tuning in from. It kind of gauges our reach. Hey, Stevie, how you doing over there on Instagram?
Hey, Stevie.
It kind of gauges our reach so we can actually know who we're talking to and how we actually found you guys.
Right.
Also make sure that make sure that you Follow us on our social media handles. We are here at TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook.
Yep.
Let me see. I'm trying to keep up, guys.
So
yes,
today is.
go
ahead. Read the question.
Yeah. So you did. So you can dry it, but here's something that we don't have on our card, and you want to think about this. If you're gonna dry it, first of all, if I make a shirt today, I'm not gonna wash it today. I'm gonna wait. All right. It has to settle in. That's just a practice that you want to make.
That's what any
vinyl, screen print
process.
Sublimation is gonna be fine, but DTF, they recommend that you wash it the next day, things like that. Okay. But now when you wash it, like she said, turn it inside out.
Yeah.
Wash it on a mild or a gentle cycle. And then if you're gonna dry it, if you just have to dry it, then you want to dry it on a low tumble.
Yeah.
You don't want to dry it high. Because remember, heat is what got it connected.
That'll make it last longer.
It's gonna make it last longer. Okay. Hopefully that helped you out.
So guys, this is Frequently Asked Questions Friday. We're here to answer any questions that you may have regarding our products, screen print, sublimation, which is our baby, rhinestones. What questions do you have? If you want to start a t-shirt business, you have any questions? What questions do you have? Hey, Steve, now you're on YouTube.
He said it's lonely over there.
Yeah, we try to fix it.
It's lonely over there. No, well,
slowly but surely.
What questions do you have pertaining your craft or your business? Something that may help you. Something you may have been struggling with. Someone over here said consistency. I don't want you to think I forgot about you. I think it was Q. You said consistency. Consistency is just like anything else. It takes practice. If you want to learn how to tie your shoes, you got to consistently do it.
But you're having a problem being consistent, right? Okay, set yourself a schedule. Is it being consistent with posting? Is it being consistent with what's the exact thing you're talking about?
Yeah, be specific on the consistency part. What's the best way to market your business? That's a great question. And there's going to be a lot of people who agree and some who disagree. But social media right now and AI is probably going to be the best way to market your business. So learn AI, but also choose two recommendations. Choose two platforms.
And be consistent with those two. Once you get those two going, then now you move to another one.
Learn how to post on those two platforms. Learn how to share your business on those two platforms. There's a certain thing that each platform likes. Instagram likes nice, beautiful pictures and the reels. Facebook likes getting in your business. Hey, Professor, how you doing?
And then this one over here
likes drama. And this platform, TikTok, likes entertainment. And then YouTube likes how-tos.
Yes.
So you got to decide.
Yeah, like
what you gonna feed into.
You have to decide, but you can't just not do nothing.
Yeah. So
you got to do something. Get on one of these platforms. Also if you have a website and you're capturing emails, email marketing, that's a great way to market as well. You guys, if you follow us, we're gonna send out an email at least every other day about something, a sale that's going on. You're gonna see an email from us. That's something that we're building right now is our email list. Okay.
It's also, you say your business. And I encourage you, if you do have a business and you have a product or a service that you provide, I'm just going to encourage you to have a website. Now, you're going to have to drive traffic to that website.
Yes.
But if you're still running your business, and this is no hate towards anybody.
Right.
But if you're still running your business through text messaging, through messenger, through phone calls, then it's just you. And you're going to be all over the place. And you're not going to be able to facilitate every order. You're going to miss out on something.
Yep.
You're going to get drained really quickly. But when you decide that, hey, this is a business, I'm going to put my products and my services that I offer on my website. Now I'm going to do my best to drive traffic to that website.
Right.
And now that website is what they call an AI, is your agent.
And that website is working 24/7.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're sleeping, if we sleep, our website is still working. We still getting orders. We're still making money. But if you're just operating off of phone calls, text messages, inboxes, then you're not going to make the money because you're not. What if you sleep? You're not going to be making the money.
And I'm gonna say this, Steve says he learned that if you don't make money today, you just got to keep trying. Absolutely. Yeah. Because nothing was built in one day.
That's right.
So, it's a seed that you plant. The same day that you plant is not the same day that you pick. Mm-hmm. So you got to understand that. One thing I want to say, I want to say this about messages. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong, and I don't like it, but there's nothing wrong with communicating with someone via Facebook Messenger, via TikTok Messenger, Instagram. There's nothing wrong with that. That shows that people are interested, right, and they're looking for you and they found you. However, do not keep that conversation on that message box. Mm-hmm. Direct them to a link, direct them to your email. So now you captured their information.
Exactly.
Direct them to where you want them to go. Because if you find yourself on Messenger, how much time do you think you have to go back and forth with someone? And then there's a miscommunication, or now somebody's going to be frustrated because I'm not getting what I want. I'm being clear as I can as a customer messaging, but I'm not getting information. I'm being clear as I can as a business owner responding, but I'm not getting it across the. So now sometimes you have to break that silence, get on the phone and help that customer out. But if you continue to allow customers, this is going to get a little sticky. Hey, Lamar, how you doing?
Hey,
if you continue to allow customers to dictate how you do business, then it's not your business, it's theirs. And it may be more comfortable and more convenient for a customer to just hit you up in the messenger.
But you gotta be the one to set the rules. It's your business. You know what I mean? So you gotta set the rules. And I know that a lot of times people are comfortable doing these things, but you have to let them know, listen, this is how I'm operating now. And if they really want to do business with you, then they'll go with what way you're trying to operate.
And if not, that's just not your customer.
Yeah.
So as you know, that's John. So John said, I do a lot of business and custom work. What would I put on the website to sell? That's a great question. This is what you will put on the website to sell. A generic item.
Okay. And you're going to put a link, like, okay, say for instance, you're doing a center print t-shirt. Okay. You're going to put the product on there, and you're going to get an app to where they can download their images or upload their images, okay, for that custom item.
The website allows you to set it up to where there's apps that are compatible to your website.
Right.
So you'll be able to, like she said, download an app, have your customers upload a picture.
Yeah.
They'll be able to choose the color, they'll be able to choose the size, and they'll be able to upload the picture.
Yeah.
You regulate if that picture is legitimate enough, if it meets your requirements to print.
Yeah.
The problem is with so many people, it's breaking the silence of getting a website, because we have used social media to drive traffic to us, not our businesses. Somebody's going to get that in a minute.
And the great thing about that part of what I just said is having the customers upload their images. I mean, you got a system now. So I'm assuming that you having people to email all this stuff to you. Your email got to be real full if you're doing a lot of business. Thank you for the gift.
It's time consuming.
It's very time consuming. But if you get a website and have a system where they can upload their own images for whatever t-shirt or tumbler that they want, it's in that system. It's not clogging up your email.
And I don't want to hear, what if the customer doesn't want to do that? That's not your customer.
It's not your customer then.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
We didn't always have sales.
No.
We didn't always have sales.
Right.
Hello.
So.
Answer short, but business is not conducted via messenger. Hey, we've said this before. Once again, there are going to be some people that contact you there, and that could be a good start.
Right.
However, if you don't have a business email, I'm not talking about a Yahoo or Gmail, a business email. If you don't have a business platform via a website, if you're not dealing with a business phone number, if you're not dealing with business,
then people are not going to take you as business.
They're not
going to take you serious.
They're hitting you up people still hit us up via email at 2:00 in the morning. At 2:00 in the morning. And I'm up. And I tell my wife, I say, I wonder if this person really expects us to return
the message at 2 o'clock in the morning,
or if they just had to get it off their chest. And 9 times out of 10, it's somebody that wanted to get a response.
Mm-hmm.
You have to set parameters.
Yep.
And you have to draw lines in the sand.
Mm-hmm.
These are my hours of operation.
Yep.
Whether you decide to get on social media and market your business after hours, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But when you start answering questions on your email that's not related to an order that's already done that they may have a problem with, when you start doing things outside of what you said you're going to do, people are going to take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Their gang sheet software is, thank you, Mom. Still appreciate it. Appreciate it. Always giving us shouts out. So guys, if you're just getting started, if you're just jumping on, this is the Blank Spot. We're a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier. We're located just outside of
Columbia, South Carolina. If you guys rock with us, we got a sale going on this weekend. If you want to build you a sublimation gang sheet, if you want to grab you some clack fan transfers, we just uploaded some brand new HBCU clack fan transfers on the website. 35% off. Okay, all weekend long, no code needed. Go in there, get your clack fans, color clack fans, sublimation clack fans, transfers. Build you a gang sheet. Okay, we print up to 44 by 40. 35% off until Sunday.
So Dorothy S says, really? A response at that hour? And she got a little laugh. Well, that's so you have to understand. You have to understand this, right? You're not going to see a lot of larger companies spending time on social media like this. So now what happens is when people see you on social media as a smaller business, they're wanting that connection.
Yeah.
They want that touchy-feely.
Yeah.
Something that they're not going to get at a larger company.
Go email Walmart.
So do what you said about Amazon.
Same thing with Amazon.
Amazon is not there receiving emails about
or the
products.
Vendors. Yeah, they're not there.
Yeah. So, not saying that the vendors wouldn't want to, but you don't have that ability to reach out and touch. So when you're on social media like we are right now, and like many of you guys are, a lot of customers feel like they have access to you.
Yeah.
You have access to our website,
Yeah.
you have access to our email, and you have access to our phone number. Our email, you have access to 24 hours. Our website's 24 hours. Our phone number, you have access for us to respond to it during our business hours.
Yeah, and a lot of times the emails that we get will be regarding a product that's on our website. And what I was telling Eric the other day, I said, well, if you want to get something on Amazon, there's no email for you to email them and say, hey, do you have this? Do you have that? What you're going to do is you're going to go in that Amazon search and you're going to type in what you're looking for. And it's either going to come up or not.
But
right?
it goes
Same
back
thing with the website.
But it goes back to with smaller businesses, customers, I think feel more comfortable and they feel like they have more access to us as business owners. But we're looking to build a business. And I want you guys to understand something. We're not here to make anybody feel bad. But if you can find our email, you can find our website.
Yes, right.
If you can find our website, you can read the product descriptions.
That's right.
And if you have a question before you purchase, now it's time to make a call or have a conversation. But you have to be a better customer, and we have to be better business owners to direct those customers where we want them to go. We can't get frustrated. We can't get upset. Yes, it's a little frustrating, but still.
Right. So Nene says, are the color fans sublimatable? So we did a video on this. They are sublimatable, but now Nene, you have to understand the science of sublimation when it comes to sublimating different colors. Okay, so light color fans, yes. Remember, sublimation has no white ink. Okay, I believe we sublimated on the pink fan, the blue fan,
and
purple fan,
and the yellow fan.
But when you get into those darker colors, remember, sublimation has no white ink. So you have to understand the science of sublimation. But the fans that we have, the color ones that we have on our website, yes, they are sublimatable.
Yeah, they're nylon material fans, so all of them can be sublimated. Like Dee said,
yep.
If your image or background is white, then it's going to take the properties of the color of the fan.
Right.
A full color transfer on a colored fan, it may not come out the same colors because it's matching with that fabric.
It's the color wheel. You got to understand with like what the yellow and the green makes blue, right? So it'll be that type of effect.
So that's a great question.
Yep.
Any other questions? Steve says, I'm not even reading that. I ain't messing with you, Steve. I'm not messing with you. So
what questions do you guys
have? Here's the frequently asked questions Friday about your craft or your business. We understand that we are visible. Businesses are visible. We're using social media to build our business, no doubt. Mm-hmm. You can't not control who you attract. Mm-hmm. You cannot control who sees your items, who sees your products, who sees your services. We have people that are coming in that are commenting on our Facebook right now, and they're asking questions, things that they can actually find if they were to go to the website. Mm-hmm. Like Dee said, you have to be consistent with your responses. Mm-hmm. You have to be consistent with your answers, and you have to be consistently saying, hey, you have to go here, you have to go here. We had a young lady that reached out to us on a Facebook post, asked a question. I answered it, sent it to the website. They came right back to the email, asked the same question. We sent them back to the website. So got to take my business seriously, but my 9 to 5 is killing me with mental fatigue.
And I think that's a lot of people. You really want to grow your business, but you have a 9 to 5. First thing I'm gonna tell you is don't quit your 9 to 5. Okay. But you got to learn, you got to be able to balance both of them. Maybe not watch TV, maybe not be on here as much, but find the time to be able to balance your business. But don't quit your job just yet. You know what I mean? Just got to find that balance.
Well, and she's a mother figure. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. Stop being so committed and dedicated to your job.
Do what you gotta do,
and do what you need to do on your job to keep your job. Go maybe a little bit above and beyond, but stop being so committed to a job that it's not gonna commit to you. If you want to build your business and you want to be successful in your business, every opportunity you have away from your job need to be spent with your business. Of course, in your family as well.
Let me tell you something. You better go in that job every day and smile cheek to cheek and be having in the back of your mind that this right here is going to get me to where I need to be in my business. You better smile about it.
Because if you can see what's going on in the society today, in today's climate, if you can see what's going on, what's happening is people are getting released from their positions because of comments that are being made. I'm not going to get deep into that, but there is no job security. So if you are mentally fatigued from your job, that's your problem. That's your fault. Don't let it be your fault. Don't let that be the excuse, not the reason. Don't let that be the excuse that you stop building something for you and your family.
Don't let it.
Because somebody is trying to put you in a box. You can do this. Mm-hmm. You can do this slowly, but surely you can do this, and you create better habits to offset or to obscure or hide the not so great habits.
Right.
So if you get off and get home by a certain time, dedicate that time, a certain time to work on your business and build your business.
Whatever time you have, if you have kids, and now a lot of us have kids and we have families, we have husbands, things that we have to do. You have to make a schedule. Okay. If it's you working on your business an hour out of the night before you go to bed, instead of being on TikTok, instead of being on Facebook, work on your business instead of sitting down watching your favorite show. Dedicate that time to do one thing for your business a night.
Do so. Mama still said, all you get from large companies are bots that don't understand your questions. It's so frustrating. Said when you reached out to us, you get clear, concise answers in a timely manner. We would hope to keep that going.
Yeah.
But we don't want to stay a small business.
Yeah.
Our goal is not to stay a small business. Our goal is it's not our goal to remain touchable.
Yeah.
I'm being honest. I don't want to be in a space to where we have to be online to get orders.
Right.
We have to be online to get sales.
Right.
Everybody who's seen our platform, everybody who's seen us come on live, we have a business. Yet some people need to see us in order to purchase from us. Some don't. We have people that are coming back on a consistent, regular basis, and we're their go-to company to shop with.
Yep.
But some people, they have to see us live because you're not focused on your craft or your skill set in your business. You are following this person over here who's doing makeup and doing crafting. This person over here who's doing content creating and they're doing crafting. This person over here who's talking about drop shipping and giving you vendors and telling you can do all these things, but you're not focused on building your business. Who are you following that's sharing with you how to build a business legitimately in the correct way? Being in business is not just about making money, because when you have those lean months or those lean times and you're not making money, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Who's talking about record keeping? Who's talking about pricing? Who's talking about marketing? Who's talking about the sales? Who's talking about these things as far as the business? Is your business set up properly? Do you have an EIN? Are you LLC? Are you an agent of your business? Do you have the proper documentation that you need? Do you have business licenses? Who are you? Nobody's talking about that, but we're attracted to the glitz and the glam. We're attracted to somebody getting on here, playing with a heat press and saying, hey, look at what I made. If you are building a business, that ain't what you're looking at.
Look at what I made. Look at what I have. Is that working for you? So you gotta be mindful of the people that you follow, the things that you see. And sometimes that means you might need to get off of here. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, get you some ebooks, get you some, listen to some motivational type stuff when you're trying to build things for your business.
Yeah, what you put inside
right.
you is what's gonna come out of you. If you putting junk in, garbage and junk is gonna come out.
That's right.
And it's a lot of garbage on social media.
Yeah.
True that 22 years I dedicated my life of dedication and I got laid off without a second thought. Absolutely. Let me see. Hello, I just started my shirt business and I'm trying to make this a success. You can.
You can.
I love y'all a lot. So I want you to understand something from the financial aspect. If you have a job, being in business, you may not always make money. You may not always make a sale, and you may not always make a profit. Being in business and having a job is a balance to where you can understand, once again, I have tax deductions. I have write-offs. I can lower my expenses. Yeah. See, we got too many red-blooded Americans who are thinking that taxes are gracious to pay. It's a beautiful thing to pay taxes. Stop it with that. Business owners and large companies, corporations, multi-billionaires only pay what they owe.
You only pay what you owe. Okay. But you have to understand that part of it. If you don't understand that part of it and learning that information for yourself, then you're always going to think that way.
It's who you're hanging around. It's who you are getting information from. It's the information that's being provided to you that's not verifiable. You know what I'm saying? There's verifiable information out there, and you're putting yourself in a position to where you're spending all of your hard-earned money to make a t-shirt business work, but you don't understand the logistics and the benefits of being a business owner.
You don't understand the back end.
Let me see.
The back end, understanding the back end of your business is going to make your business succeed. Okay, that's one thing you got to know.
I'm gonna try to have that work-business balance. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yes, I need to be more focused. I work full-time, husband and a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
Is your husband involved in your business? That's a question. Because if you guys are married, it should be a partnership all the way down with everything. That's going to help out. Lucy, how are you? Thanks for jumping on.
And guys, Eric wasn't always involved when I first started crafting and started the business. He wasn't always involved, but he slowly saw what was happening and saw what I was doing. And, I would give him a task like, I remember the first task I gave him when I was doing vinyl. I asked him to weed some vinyl out.
Tell me what to
do. He did a reverse weed. I was like, no, that ain't the job for you. Nope.
Well, you know what?
So,
even then,
like, no.
Even then, I knew that vinyl sucked.
So, okay, but that was back then, right? So then the next job was for him to, Eric is military, ex-military person, right? So, in the military, you know how to fold, it's everything straight. So he went on to fold the shirt, right? So the folded shirt thing, that was the job for him at that time.
That's gonna make some good content.
So that was the job for him at that time. So then from there, it just escalated to him seeing what I was doing, and then he just went on and on.
Yeah, it's about finding, where you fit in your relationship. Marriage is a business, relationships a business is a business. How you conduct yourself, how you handle things. And listen, I'm not trying to tell y'all what to do. If you got a significant other, whether it's a girlfriend, boyfriend, or a spouse, if they're not, involved in what you're doing, that's their loss. I'll be honest with you.
But don't give up.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
And don't try to force them into it.
Don't force them. Don't give up.
But here's a trick for the ladies, who have spouses, you have husbands. Here's a trick. Men like to be needed. It's just like opening up that pickle jar. You may be able to open the pickle jar, but we may want to be the ones that show that strength. Find something that you can give us to do. And then in the same sense with the men, if you are a man and you have your printing business, your t-shirt company, and your spouse is not involved, well, you got to ask yourself, why is that person not involved? Am I doing something to show them that I'm not serious? Right. A lot of us are doing that very thing. We're not showing that we're serious. Right. We're bleeding, hemorrhaging money, and we're not looking at ways to bring money in. Right. We're giving our gifts and our crafts away. We're more or less pricing wise, we're more or less saying, hey, you know what? I don't want to be the person to overcharge, so I'm just going to understand how the pricing works. So when they see you in your crafting room or your business room, your business office, they see you in there working and making moves. They see that you're not just giving your hard-earned talents away. They can see the benefit
of it. If they're not seeing the benefit of it, then hey, they may be like, I'm not getting involved in that. She's not serious. He's not serious. So you got to be serious about it and let them know and understand that you're serious about it. Try to find a way to get them involved.
So Sheila says, I'm in that process now of moving from a crafter to starting as a business. It's a lot of work. You have to have that goal
and get it drive.
You definitely do.
Yeah.
But the other thing, don't just put your foot on the pedal and don't know where you're going.
You gotta have some direction.
It's a lot of people who are looking to transition from that craft, that hobbyist, and they're saying, hey, I'm getting ready to get started, but they don't have anywhere they're going. They got their foot on the gas, all gas, no brakes, going downhill, and they don't know what they need to do. There are some things that you need to consider when being in business or starting a business, and it's going to be some things that's going to help you save some money up front and in the long run. Let me see. Deshana, is that correct? Deshana, so. What if they have their own business and now you're starting your own, but we respect and honor each other both? That's cool. We both had businesses that we were operating, and we still have businesses that we're operating.
Businesses, yeah.
But so. that doesn't negate the fact that we all need help. So I'm sure the spouse is gonna need help in their business, and you're gonna need help as well. So I mean, you're helping each other. It's a partnership, and if it ain't a partnership, it ain't going nowhere. Too many people jumping on ships that are docked. I'm just, we having a conversation. What you do in your relationship and your household is what you do. But there is no single or solopreneur out there that's being successful without the right tools and the assistance.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna need her support when she comes over. I'm gonna need her support, and all you guys see us running and operating is this business. But we have several other businesses outside of this that you don't see. Why? Because many of you ain't interested in the other businesses that we doing. You need the information. But many of you ain't interested in the business aspect. All many people want to do that make stuff is make stuff. And you're saying, well, then tax time comes around and you say, oh God, I owe all this money in taxes. I didn't understand record keeping. We teach those classes, So a lot of people don't see that because we're not we can't mix the two. We tried.
We tried to introduce that.
People weren't receptive.
This platform. However, we got people that didn't really all they wanted to do was just make things.
I want to make stuff.
I didn't want to learn about how to keep the money from the things that you're making, because that's really what you need to be concentrating on. You can make things all the way, all you want, but are you keeping the money that you are, making from making these things?
Yeah, we have multiple businesses that we own. outside of the blank spot. And then we just invested in another business that is going to be launching here pretty soon.
Yep.
So there's nothing wrong with having. I don't believe in she got her own business, I got my own business. I don't believe in that. Not if we married. That might be another topic for another time.
Yeah.
But that might be your idea. That might be your passion. But when we come to the table, if we need money, our household needs money. Our businesses need money. If you know,
and we understand everybody don't operate.
Everybody
that
don't operate like that.
But we just feel like that's the way it should be. But I mean, who are we?
Hey Sheila, what's going on?
You know.
Let me see.
Who are we?
I'm catching up with comments. Absolutely. I'm trying to start up and trying to learn everything now. You ain't gonna learn everything
in one day.
And don't let you ain't gonna learn everything. But also don't let that stop you from moving to the next level.
That's right.
Because you'll get it when you get it. Do your diligence. Do your due diligence. Absolutely. One of the biggest mistakes we make is giving away our products to our family and friends for free. That can work in your benefit if you monitor it, if you maintain it and monitor it. It can work in your benefit if you have them marketing your items. But yeah, just giving it to them, not just for nothing. They're gonna market that thing. I'll make a shirt. I'll make a shirt or a cup, and it's got our logo on it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you better make sure you said you got it from us. Right. You ain't gonna just walk away. You're gonna have a QR code on the back of your shirt. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna just get this thing for free. You're gonna be a walking billboard.
Listen,
you dig what I'm saying?
You're gonna take away something from the blank spot now. You're gonna remember us somehow. Okay.
but the kind of I know y'all gonna work it out. You know what I'm saying? Because we are creative people, and we're gonna always have ideas. We want to absolutely make sure that the ideas that we have is gonna benefit us as a whole.
Right.
But it's business is an investment. So let's talk about an investment.
Yes.
If you are new, to business, the t-shirt business.
If you are new and you wanted to grow your t-shirt business or wanting to try different types of processes, we have a t-shirt mini kit, right? In this t-shirt mini kit, you're gonna get sublimation, you're gonna get screen print, you're gonna get rhinestones, and then you're gonna be able to experience heat transfer patch, right? So these different processes you can try out to say, hey, do I want to implement this in my business, right? So that's why we created the t-shirt mini kit so that you can try out these different processes. You're going to get 4 cotton t-shirts, you're going to get 2 sublimation t-shirts, and we're going to include the patch, the rhinestone, 2 sublimation transfers, a full color screen print, and a single color screen print. We're also going to be adding you guys in a ruler conversion chart, because a lot of us don't know how to measure and how to make a fraction into a decimal, stuff like that. We're gonna include that in there. We're also going to include maybe a tape measure, some tape. So guys, if you want to start and you don't know what process you want to use, go ahead and pick up this t-shirt mini kit from the blank spot. Right now, this is 25% off. Someone immediately said how much on TikTok. Please go to the website. You're going to go to what's new. When you get to what's new, you will see the mini kit inside of the what's new. It's 25% off, guys. And we're like Dee said, we're boosting it up. So we're putting some extra stuff in there that you won't see on the box. And we're also looking for some things. So this is not just for people who are new. You don't have to be new. You may be someone who's just only been doing vinyl. That's what I was saying. Yeah. If you want to try different processes, you got sublimation, you got screen print, full and single color. You got a rhinestone in there. You got a patch, heat transfer patch. This kit right here will be able to show you what how those processes work. Let me see. So now here's the other thing, right? Why do I say just go to the website and check out the price? That's a marketing strategy. Yeah. Not everybody's gonna like the strategy because people want what they want. Right. But if I tell you how much it costs, and I know what it is right off the bat of I know what this is because we just packed 3 of them yesterday. Yeah. But if I tell you to go to the website, you're gonna see something else that you want. Yeah, we want you to see everything. Being so free to give information away without getting something in advance. Let them go to the website. so they can see all the other stuff that you have in your catalog.
Well, what if you don't have a website? It don't matter, huh? Yeah. No, it does matter.
Just saying.
Have something, because here's the thing. If you ask me a question, that means you're in charge. We're playing tennis, table tennis or regular tennis. If you ask me a question, then the ball is in my court. You're expecting me to respond with an answer. I'm going to respond with the question. Because it's not, the first question is not the question that most people, the first question that people ask is usually not the real question. The second or third question is usually the question that people want to know. Mm-hmm. So how much it costs may be relevant in the beginning of your mind, but we know as business owners, people buy what they want.
That's right.
And they finance what they need. So how much is it worth to you to get 6 t-shirts, 6 transfers, pressing instructions, and other little things that's going to help you to get started? It's an investment. So if you are a business owner, I want you guys to try this. The next time you want to know the price of something, don't ask how much it costs. Maybe lead with what's my investment?
What's my investment? Right.
Or how can I find out what my investment is?
That's right.
Or I'm looking
what's the investment?
What's the investment?
Yes.
That's something that you're going to have to understand when you're dealing with the public.
Yep.
Social media is for making friends. I don't mind being friendly, but I'm not looking for friends. I'm looking for customers.
It's business.
This is a transaction.
Mm-hmm.
And not everybody's going to like that or appreciate that.
Deshauna, it's the t-shirt mini kit. When you go to the website, you're going to go to the what's new on the front page, and it's going to be in that what's new collection. It's t-shirt mini kit. What's new on the front page. The website, theblankspot.com. Remember, there's 2 S's in there. Okay, theblankspot.com. Right on the front page, you're going to see what's new. It's going to be in that collection.
So hello, everyone. If you're just jumping on, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. We know y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all decided to see what was going on, whether you're just being nosy and you watching from a distance, whether you cannot ask a question because you may be tied up doing something, maybe you're at work, or whether you're engaging with us. We appreciate it. We want to do more of these probably outside of business hours. However, we want to get a group of people who are going to engage with us. We don't want people who are sitting on platforms after hours. We know you're not, if you're not working and you're on our platform after hours, maybe we're doing a Zoom call. We don't want to have people on there that are not going to engage.
No, because if we're going to do the Zoom call, that means you're coming on there, you're ready to engage, you're going to have your camera on, so that we can engage with you. You're going to ask questions. That's what we want to do. But we're going to look more into that really soon. Yeah,
we're talking maybe free Zoom sessions, maybe low cost paid Zoom sessions, but it's definitely going to be an investment either way because you're going to have to give us some time. All right. So once again, there's a sale going on.
Yep.
35% off.
35% off of the Clack fan transfers. We just added the HBCU Clack fans. Clack fan transfers, also Clack fans, regular sublimation Clack fans, color Clack fans, bamboo Clack fans. Also, if you want to build your gang sheet for sublimation with our gang sheet builder, we print up to 44 by 40. You can go in there and build your gang sheet, sublimation gang sheet, and get 35% off. This sale is going to last until Sunday night. 11:59. There's no code, no minimum, 35% off. All right.
So a lot of you guys met us some years ago. We've been doing this for about 4.5 years as the Blank Spot. But a lot of you guys met us some years ago, and we came out immediately with a product, which is our sublimation paper.
Yep.
The Blank Spot sublimation paper. Some of you guys, most of y'all can probably see the display back there. Our paper is a paper that Dee worked on for about 6 to 8 months. And then it took us a little while to get it in. But this paper is a bleed free. That means that you don't need to use butcher paper to protect your heat press to keep it from bleeding through. This paper has a 95 to 98% transfer rate. It is a great ink release. it's a great paper. You're not going to have this type of paper that's going to say, hey, all of my transfer is on the paper still. Mm-hmm. And the great thing about it as well, you don't have to sublimate at a high temperature. I was watching, and I want to do a shout out to Debbie Caven.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I'm saying it's Caven. Hopefully I'm saying her last name right, Caven. For tagging us in one of the Facebook groups that she's in. We saw a young lady press, after she had pressed, sublimated something using her heat press, and then all of the ink transferred to a heat press.
So much ink.
So now she's using some type of brown paper to try to get that ink off. You don't have to worry about that type of stuff with our paper. Mm-hmm. If you've been using a popular brand paper because somebody told you that this was the way to go, or you've been using paper and every time you do your sublimation projects, you got to use butcher paper. With our paper, you don't have to do that. Mm-hmm. If you're looking to make the switch, go ahead and test us out. We're going to be running an ad here in the very next, probably about next 12 to 24 hours. We're going to run an ad, okay? And we're going to go back and offer samples, not of our paper, but samples with transfers already on them. Because everybody's not going to have a printer. We ran the idea of, we gave paper away, mm-hmm. and people were just going crazy trying to get, multiple samples of the paper. One person asked for about 25 samples, and we were given 2 sheets each. We caught it, but somebody asked for 25 samples. That's half a pack of paper. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to be giving packages away with sublimation transfers already on them with instructions. And we just ask guys, if you've already gotten a sample, that you don't get another sample, because this is coming out of our pocket. Once again, smaller businesses that are trying to do big things. We want to make sure as many people as we can have an opportunity to use the better paper product. If that's not you and you're on a budget and you're saying, hey, I just can't afford to, or I don't want to get another paper, then we're not talking to you. Mm-hmm. But for those of you who are interested, be on the lookout for that. We're going to do some advertisements with that as well, but we're going to actually run an ad for that as well.
Yeah.
Does it transfer on cotton shirts? Because it's hard to find 100% polyester shirts for the low. Well, I'm going to say something to you, ma'am, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way.
Following us?
I don't want you to take this the wrong way. You're absolutely right. 100% polyester shirts mm-hmm. can be expensive. So now, maybe what we're talking about right now at this point, it may not be for you, because we do sell sublimation shirts, and we're not selling cheap. We're selling quality. And right. We don't do hacks. And I know that was a long answer, but we're not selling you a paper that's a transfer paper. Mm-hmm. It's true sublimation. Mm-hmm. So if you are a crafter, and this is for anybody who's listening, if you're a crafter, maybe you're not at that level to where you're ready to invest. You know what I'm saying? But if you are, then we do have our own sublimation shirts that are on our website. Yes, polyester can be a little bit expensive.
Yeah.
But the sublimation transfers are not.
Right.
So if I pay $5 for a DTF transfer and $3 for a cotton shirt, I just pay $8. If I pay $7 for a sublimation shirt and $1 for a sublimation transfer, I just pay $8.
Right.
Are y'all with me right there?
Understand.
It's
polyester is going to be more expensive.
But your better option, ma'am, might be this mini kit.
Yeah.
Because you get 6 shirts.
Yep.
You get 6 transfers, 2 of which are going to be sublimation, and 2 sublimation shirts. So this may be your better option, and you can actually go here. And I'm going to hold this up. So you can take a screenshot and you can go back and check out the mini kit, which you can find in the What's New on our website. Mm-hmm. On the front page, you scroll down to What's New, click in there, and you can see what that investment is going to be.
Okay? Also, if you want to try our sublimation shirts, 100% polyester, our pricing is comparative to all of these other big companies. As far as the pricing, they're very comparative. Okay, if you want to look at the sublimation shirts, you're going to go to Tees and Wearables on the website, and you'll see the pricing for our sublimation shirts.
So here's, and we're coming to an end, but here's a conversation that we can have later on. there's a lot of crafters out there who want to get business prices. Lord, if I had a mic, I would drop it right now. If you are a business owner, you should have an EIN.
Yep.
A lot of you guys don't know because you haven't asked, and we haven't been out there talking about it, but we give tax-free options to people who provide their information.
Listen, if you have an EIN, I had a client that asked me this a few weeks ago. She said, "Hey, do you accept retail license?" Right. So with the retail license, what we can do is we can put you in as tax-free, right? Yes, we do that, guys. We can put you in as tax-free if you have your retail license. What does the retail license entail? It depends on whatever your state is, okay? But what they do is they require EIN, right? So what she did was she sent me her retail license, okay? For South Carolina, it's the ST8. She sent that information in. I went in her account and we made her tax exempt.
We keep her records on file, and that way we're covered. So you don't have to worry about what we're doing with that information. The information is public.
Yeah.
But now here's the difference between a hobbyist and a crafter and a business owner. If you have your retail license, you purchase your retail license, we don't care what state you're in.
No.
We'll accept it.
We'll honor it.
Now what happens is you can shop with us and your items are going to be tax-free.
Yep.
That just saves you money.
Yep.
Now for the crafter, all I can recommend is that you catch the sales.
Yeah.
All I can do is recommend that you become a part of our email marketing family, which by going on the website, waiting for the pop-up and registering for the email marketing. And then you catch the sales that we offer when we do these sales. And now you can shop a little bit more careful within your budget. But if you're a business owner and you don't have your retail license, whether they're required in your city or your state or not, it's required to shop with us and a lot of other suppliers and vendors. Now you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't have that.
Right.
My package is arriving today. I'm so excited. I'm so happy for you. Let me see.
She said the polyester shirts are great quality. I received my shirt yesterday. Thank you, Sheila.
And you got to think too, man, if you're going to be reselling items, the last thing you want to do is resell somebody some junk. I can't stress that one enough. It's too many people out there that are having issues because they're buying stuff that's on the low. You practice with cheap stuff, inexpensive things. But then you're still going to have to learn how to use the things that are not inexpensive and cheap. It's 11:31. We got to go.
All right, guys. So this has been frequently asked questions Friday. We are the blank spot. Came on here. So if you guys have any questions with anything regarding our processes, we do have a sale, 35% off of all the Clack fan transfers. Y'all go check out those new HBCU Clack fan transfers. With the 35% off, I think they come to like $3 or something like that. If you want to build your own sublimation gang sheet, 35% off until 11:59 Sunday. All right. Don't forget to get your t-shirt mini kit. It is actually on sale as well. You're going to go to the What's New. If you are new and you want to try different processes, go ahead and get your t-shirt mini kit.
And I'm going to say this before we do our closing. We may look familiar to some people, but we are business owners. We are not a nonprofit, and we're not here to donate to your nonprofit. We're here to help people who want help, who want our help. And if that's you, then let's connect. We do not give classes. That's not our business model. However, we do have what's called a Pick My Brain. That is a one-on-one session that you can actually purchase. That one-on-one session is by the hour, but we don't give classes, but we are going to be looking into giving you guys some more of our time. So with that being said, once again, we are the Blanks Spot. We are Sublimation Blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier. We're located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. You have just participated in Frequently Asked Questions Friday. We do this every Friday as often as we can when we're available to give back to the people who have given to us through purchasing, who have given to us through support, and also gifts, as many of you guys do. So we appreciate you guys keeping us going. Like I always say, ladies and gentlemen, When you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. We'll see each and every one of you guys at the top because there's entirely too many people struggling at the bottom, unnecessarily struggling at the bottom. Peace.
Talk to y'all later. Have a great weekend.